All right, welcome back in to Euro Tonight. The round of 16 has kicked off. We had two teams, of course, move on to the quarterfinals yesterday. We had two teams eliminated yesterday, of course. Today, we're doing the same thing. We're getting two teams moved on, two teams eliminated, and then the round of 16 will be halfway over with after the two matches today. So, technically, we're already halfway through the round of 16, but we have not even recapped those two games yet. So let's get straight into it. Your early game of the day. Whew. This sure was a game, I can tell you that. England walk away with the 2-1 victory over Slovakia after extra time. Let's get this out of the way first. Happy the Three Lions are moving on. Now, let's dig a bit deeper here. This, no different than any of those group stage games. They played absolutely dreadful football for 90 minutes, basically, 90 plus 4. I know that they were starting to get their chances near the end of the game, but just absolutely dreadful football. It was not fun to watch. Slovakia go up 1-0 in the 25th minute. Guehi almost took him down in the box, which would have been a penalty anyways. And then it's just so much bad decision making on this team. He goes down. He almost goes down. But Skrans puts it past Pickford in the back of the net. Slovakia is up 1-0. Now, in the preceding 25 minutes, England had, I think, 3-4 yellow cards, which, yeah, some of them were fouls, but other ones were like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Because this ref had zero control of the game whatsoever. How he got up to this, I have no idea. But it was rough. So then after that goal, England, they're pushing a little bit more, but not really, honestly. They look dreadful. They go into half down 1-0. You'd think, okay, coming out of the half, let's make some changes, get back in this game. Nope. Southgate, I'm pretty sure, waited until the 70th minute, somewhere around there, to make his first change of the day. By that point, Slovakia had already made 3. Absolutely dreadful managing. Once again, this is nothing new for this tournament and for this manager. Southgate, just dreadful. He does make some substitutions. It starts flowing a little bit more, but also you're still not getting many opportunities. Phil Foden did have one in the back of the net, like around the 63rd, 64th minute. That ends up being offsides because he was a mile offsides. He went for a run that he didn't need to. And yeah, he ends up getting subbed off after kind of a dreadful performance, if we're honest. The whole team had one, but he gets subbed off 90 plus 3, I believe, for Ivan Toney. And then, of course, 2 minutes later, Jude Bellingham in the box, bicycle kick into the back of the net, ties up this game with just a minute left in the stoppages. And, of course, we don't get another goal after that. So we go into extra time. England have just grasped a draw out of nowhere. Literally out of nowhere. Jude Bellingham, of course, a very poor performance of a game that nobody's going to remember now because of that goal. But hey, it is what it is. And then we go into extra time. The first minute of extra time, Harry Kane header back of the net. It's all of a sudden 2-1. It's 2-1 England. And then they shut down, of course, lock down, just like they had been the past 90 minutes. They locked down, win the game 2-1. Slovakia, they played a perfect game up until 90 plus 4. Really. They were into the quarterfinals until they weren't. And yeah, It was a dreadful performance from England. So the other game of the day, the Cinderella story comes to an end. Georgia fall to Spain 4-1. Spain technically do have all 5 goals on the day. Lane Nomad goal in the 18th minute, an own goal, gave Georgia the 1-0 lead early on, even though Spain could have had multiple opportunities on net within those first 18 minutes. They looked so dangerous in this game. Georgia, however, they go up 1-0, and they really held it down for a while. It kind of felt like they were going to, try to draw this game out, make some moves, all that kind of stuff. Tactically, all that. Sit back, park the bus, all that stuff. Obviously, it doesn't work out. Rodri gets a goal in the 39th minute, ties it up at 1-1. We go into halftime tied at 1-1. Coming out of that locker room, Spain, completely different animal. You get Ruiz goal in the 51st minute. Williams scores in the 75th. Dani Olmo scores in the 83rd. And that would be all she wrote for this Georgia Cinderella story. Spain's just that much better. It was never going to be Georgia's day. It really felt like the two faced off in Euro qualifying. They were in the same group. Spain won it on aggregate. I believe it was 10-2 was the aggregate score. This was never going to be Georgia's day whatsoever. If they could have got a goal, it would have been an absolute massive achievement. The fact that they were leading this game, absolutely massive achievement, even though obviously it was an own goal, but still, massive achievement. For their first major tournament as a country, absolutely, this was just outstanding for the country. I said in my preview, if they got a point, I think they will be happy. They went on to the knockout round and had a lead against Spain. There's nothing much more you can ask for. So Spain move on to the quarterfinals. So let's take a look at what we have left. So obviously we had Italy and Denmark eliminated yesterday. Today we eliminate Georgia and Slovakia. So that leaves us with the Spain-Germany quarterfinal on Friday and England-Switzerland quarterfinal, I should say, on Saturday. We'll figure out the other 2 matchups in the next 2 days because, this tournament is getting very exciting. So that's going to wrap it up for this Euro tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed this recap. England still played dreadful football, but hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. If you just stumbled across Euro tonight, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, tell anybody you know about it. We'll be back tomorrow for Euro tonight. If you want Copa America coverage, that of course comes later tonight, so make sure you tune into that. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you again very soon for another episode of Euro Tonight.